So today I took one trade on FTEK, ABCD setups. Um, Pretty much it. Small gains. So here's my screen. So I was watching. This was the only stock that was running with more than a million shares pre-market. So it was like around 4 million shares pre-market. And I was watching this one for yesterday because it closed sideways and have potential for gap up and that and that. So I was watching like around here. I recognize that this could potentially be an ABCD setups with this could potentially be an ABCD setups. With that recognitions, a possible entry was around here. With risk, the low right here. But again, it was pre-markets, and that my plan was not to buy pre-markets. And I missed this whole move. It at 160, it paused. So the stock was halted due to volatility. And it resumed like around 162, spiked to 177, and then come back down. Made a basis in like in the 146, 147. I recognize that this was making a higher low right here. If I were to enter like 152, my risk would be 147. That was one of the idea, and I missed it. And later on, it spiked higher, and I lost interest in it. I went to like a different stock after this move. I went to GNFT. GNFT, yeah. It was when I was watching GNFT, it was making its move around here. I was thinking that I could maybe enter if it can make a higher low. It did not, and it break to a low. Again, I was thinking of entering again if the low was like if it can make a higher low. It cannot, and so I basically stopped watching this one. It did make a very nice ABCD here. It didn't get all the way to D, but still a nice ABC. It would be 10 shares of risk. So I could enter this stock with 50 shares. And it went to 551. So that's basically like a 1 to 4, 1 to 5 risk reward there, which is good. It's an ABCD setups, but failed to break out of D. Another stock that I was watching was PSHE. I was watching for maybe a possible move around here. With risk in the 592 area. When I was watching it, was already making this move here. The reason why I did not trade it is because I saw the FTEK was making an ABCD setups. It was holding its supports. It was holding it around here. When I saw FTEK again, FTEK, it was around here. I waited for it to make it a lower high. And then made a higher low. I entered on the break of the downtrend. My risk, 167, the previous low. I was risking 6 cents here. My ideal entry would have been 172. That was the ideal entry because I was aiming to risk only 5 cents. 6 cents is fine. The thing about this is it dropped down to 168. So it was good that my risk was 167 because it later on moved higher. And again, the plan was to sell most of my shares at DRs. And that's what I did. I sold most of my share at DRs. limit order. So I put a limit order around here at 191. It moved to 191. It cracked it. I sold it, and then it moved to 193, and then it failed. It pulled back. It moved higher to like the 198. With 20 shares, I should have probably taken some profits here. I held on to it because I want to break out of 205. What happened? It dipped down to like the 176. Never hit my risk, so I stay. And then it moved back up. I sold 5 shares at 195 to test the water, whether the momentum is still there. And what happened? The momentum is still there. It moved higher. I sold the other 5 shares at 2 because and then holding 10 shares for a break of 205. What I should have done is cut my losses right away because it failed to break out of 2 twice. That's a bear sign because it showed that 2 is a strong resistance. And what happened? It flushed on me. I In others, I should have gotten out at 177 or above the 170 area, 170, maybe even the 180. That's what I should have done because I did see that it was moving down from there. I was being very patient with my losers here. And what happened? It dropped down further. And I cut my losses 169, right? Just right before it actually dipped all the way to like 150, 155 and then move back up a bit. So I cut my losses, but need to like more improvements on cutting my losses. Again, I traded an ABCD setups. It never hit D, but because it failed to breakouts, but still, I took I could say that I took the move from on this trade, except for this move, except for this sell here. Overall, I left $10 on the table. If I held 173 and hold it all the way to $2, I would have made a let's see, 125 point 125.5. Is it? Yeah, 125.5 risk reward. Could have made 5.5 times my risk. Could have. But instead I made like 2.7. So basically half of that. Half of the yeah. Is it? Like the P&L is not half, but the risk reward was. Overall, it was an okay trade. It was a good trade for my patience on the entry. Uh, taking my profits at DR and higher. But just need to work still. I need to work on my leftovers. If I'm not able to improve my leftovers, I might as well just take everything at DRs. So overall, it was okay to a good trade. Yeah, and that'll be all.